Noise over Bitcoin mines and other data centers remains, even though cooling fans at the area's only operating mine have fallen silent.
What do they not know?
Answer. I'm getting ready to answer. Give me a chance, okay?
We don't need more strain on our infrastructure. Get this Bitcoin out. In just 5 years, it has accumulated multiple class action lawsuits.
People around the region have spoken out as new data centers, mostly cryptocurrency mines, have been proposed or even considered in their communities. News Channel 11's Jeff Keeling covered the controversial journey of that first center and has more on how communities are trying to address the issue, and they're getting some help. Jeff?
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Well, water use and electricity prices join noise as top concerns in an issue that has local government policy experts trying to keep up with and help communities shape a future where data centers aren't all take and no give.
Gabe Schwartzman and his research colleagues need real-life examples of communities grappling with the complicated arena of data centers setting up shop or wanting to.
There's just massive amount of uncertainty about how communities in the Southeast, particularly here in East Tennessee, should move forward, with regulation, with negotiation, taxation.
They could find plenty to glean in Northeast Tennessee, including a major example of buyer's remorse.
We did ask questions. I think we may have not asked the right questions. It wasn't a topic of conversation in the news like it is today.
It was 2020. Greg Matherly and fellow Washington County commissioners unanimously approved Bright Ridge's rezoning request for a blockchain data center.
I wish I would have had more information to consider at the time.
There was no mention of a Bitcoin mine or noise issues. Those came. So did community outrage and a lawsuit. The center shut down this spring as part of a settlement. Matherly says with more upfront information,
I would have never voted for it. We've learned a lot.
Schwartzman and his colleagues hope to use $1 million grant to help communities in 3 southeastern states confront the data center question as AI spikes demand even more.
How can communities benefit if these are going to be sited in their locality? We don't have answers. I don't have answers for that right now. This is uncharted territory.
Territory that's expanded locally, stirring debate and discussion from Mountain City to Johnson City, Washington County to Hawkins County. Johnson City's nearing the end of a year-long moratorium on data centers.
We're trying to find the balance, and we're trying to find how we can clearly define proper land use and as well as noise ordinances.
The strategy that we are adopting is probably one of the strongest that I've seen, but also one that I can actually stay and stick in a court of law.
Schwartzman's group isn't the only one trying to arm local and state leaders. So is the Center for Scientific Evidence in Public Issues. The group's Kate Stoll says community leaders often start with a disadvantage compared to data center developers who are courting them.
The information asymmetry that can sometimes exist between data center developers and local leaders makes it hard to make informed decisions.
But because developers need places to build and power grid connections,
communities do have bargaining power, they do have leverage to get the information they need so that they can make decisions that make sense for their communities.
One top of mind concern, family budgets.
I think the fear is that right now that it's going to cost ratepayers.
Schwartzman says there's a reason many rural Northeast Tennesseans are skeptical.
Rural people across the country, certainly here in Appalachia, are pretty smart, and they generally have a good sense of what's happening, and the fact that they have been cautious about these sightings is telling. We should pay attention to why they're worried.
I don't know of a place right now in Washington County that I could propose to put one of these facilities that people aren't going to have some concern over.
There's certainly a lot more coming down the pike for our region on this topic, and you can find out a lot more detail of what those policy experts have to say in our story at WJHL.com.